When my son came home last Thursday, I could tell something was wrong. His shoulders were tense, his usual calm energy replaced by something brittle. I asked him what happened, and after a long pause, he told me, "The HOA president said I'm not normal." Those words hit me like a punch. My son, James, is 26. He's a gifted tutor with degrees in both mathematics and special education. He's always marched to the beat of his own drum, quiet, deeply kind, and with a quirky sense of humor that sometimes makes people unsure how to categorize him. He's neurodivergent, and while labels like autism or ADHD don't fully define him, they help explain how he interacts with the world. Detail-oriented, direct, and deeply passionate about helping kids learn. For the past 3 months, James has been tutoring several kids in our neighborhood, ironically including the children of our HOA president, Mr. Barlow. The comment didn't happen during a meeting or in passing. According to James, he was walking home after a tutoring session when Mr. Barlow approached him near the mailbox cluster. James greeted him politely, but instead of small talk, Barlow launched into a baffling critique. "You know," he said, "a few of the neighbors are starting to say you're not normal. It makes people uncomfortable. You don't always say the right things. You act strange." James was stunned. "I wasn't aware there was a problem," he said quietly. Barlow apparently shrugged and said, "I'm just letting you know what people are saying. Not everyone likes having someone like you around the kids." What Mr. Barlow clearly didn't know, or hadn't bothered to find out, was that James had been tutoring his own kids 3 times a week, and they loved him. They were improving in school, smiling more, engaging with subjects that used to frustrate them. His daughter had even made a thank you card last week that read, "You make math feel like magic." The hypocrisy stung. To suggest that James wasn't normal or fit to be around children while benefiting from his time, intelligence, and emotional labor was not just insulting, it was dangerous. This kind of casual ableism feeds stigma and damages communities. It sends a message that unless someone conforms perfectly to an unspoken standard of normal, they are less than. Unwelcome. I wrestled with how to respond. Do I call Mr. Barlow? Send an email? Confront him at the next HOA meeting? In the end, I decided to write a letter, not just to Barlow, but to the HOA board and other parents who've worked with James. I included his qualifications, testimonials from the kids he's helped, and yes, I called out the comment directly. Calling someone not normal is not only hurtful, but it is also rooted in outdated ideas about how people should behave. James may be different, but he is exceptionally good at what he does, and your children are better for knowing him. The responses poured in. Parents who had been hesitant at first now wrote to say they appreciated James more than ever. A few even admitted they hadn't realized how much unconscious bias shaped their assumptions. Mr. Barlow hasn't responded directly, but his kids are still showing up for tutoring sessions. I like to think he's learning something too. This situation could have quietly passed by, just another insult ignored. But my son deserves better. People like him deserve better. And sometimes the best way to teach others is to make the uncomfortable visible. James isn't not normal. He's extraordinary. And this neighborhood is lucky to have him.